thanks a lot for coming with me today to pick out a tree.
My pleasure, Melissa. So what are you thinking?
I'd like a large tree for my yard, and I'd like it next to the house, but not too close. And so I definitely want to think about right tree, right place, not only for the health of the tree, the sustainability of the tree, but also for future generations.
Yeah, absolutely. Tree selection is probably the most important part of what we do for landscaping a home, so I'm glad you're on the right track.
All right, why don't we look at a couple of pointers?
Sounds good.
When choosing a tree, think about the following questions. Why is the tree being planted? What is the location and size of the planting site? What are the soil conditions? How much maintenance are you willing to provide? Trees make our surroundings more pleasant. Properly placed and cared for, trees increase the value of our real estate. There are many benefits trees can provide us depending on their size, type, and placement. Shade and beauty, fruit for eating or for attracting wildlife. Privacy, windbreaks, filtering of pollutants. Selecting a tree that will thrive in a given set of site conditions is key to long-term tree survival. Some of the things you should consider are space constraints, overhead or underground utilities, pavement, buildings, other trees, visibility, and others. Make sure there is adequate room for the tree you select to grow to maturity both above and below the ground. Avoid planting tall growing trees near overhead utility lines. The quality of soil present in your yard can limit planting success. Tree roots require oxygen to develop and thrive. Sunlight and wind exposure. The amount of sunlight available will affect tree and shrub species selection for a particular location. Some species are not tolerant of shade. Exposure to wind is also a consideration. Wind can lead to damage to branches and leaves during storms and can actually uproot newly planted trees that have not yet had an opportunity to establish root systems. Special maintenance such as staking or more frequent watering may be needed to establish young trees on windy sites. Hardiness. Hardiness is the plant's ability to survive in the coldest temperatures of the particular geographic region in which you are planting the tree. Most plant reference books provide a map of hardiness zone ranges, and your local garden center should be able to give you the hardiness information for your region. Before you make your final decision, make sure the plant you have selected is hardy in your area. Pest problems. Insect and disease organisms affect almost every tree and shrub species. Every plant has its particular pest problems, and the severity varies geographically. These pests may or may not be life-threatening to the plant. You should select plants resistant to the pest problems for your area.
So we've decided on a London plane tree then, Melissa, right?
Absolutely. I fell in love with it because I know what kind of shade it's going to provide for my house, and it's also going to help with the temperature fluctuations in the winter and the summer.
Yeah, that's great. And you know what? Autumn's a great time of year to plant, so we're good there. And I know you did your homework as far as what the site has to offer and the limitations there. So I think you picked the right tree for the right place.
Well, thanks for that, and thanks for your help. And I just have to tell you, I love these trees. They're gorgeous.
Yeah, I agree. And then you know what? That's good because it's going to be there a long time.